Hey guys, glad to be here again with you. I sure love meeting with you like this and talking about the cool ways that God shows up in our lives. So this week it's kind of like a little bit of a follow-up to last week when we talked about discernment. This week's is kind of like about that, but it's also about facing fear and how that can kind of get in the way in a big way, right? We've made the decision. We're ready to do whatever it is. Sometimes we can get stopped in our tracks by our own fear. And we can think of all these reasons about why we shouldn't do this, or concerns of that this could go wrong or that could go wrong. I mean, most of those are valid concerns, right? So how do we actually move past that stuff? Because if there's one thing I know to be true from the work that I do and in my own life, is that God is calling every single one of us to do like big and exciting things. The things that He's called each one of us to do uniquely are super fulfilling. They will be super fulfilling if we step out and walk that journey that He's got for us. And when we allow fear to stop us, it robs us of the life that was intended for us. In Genesis chapter 1, out of the Message version, I'm going to read it here. God spoke, "Let us make human beings in our image, make them reflecting our nature, so they can be responsible for the fish in the sea, the birds in the air, the cattle, and yes, the earth itself, and every animal that moves on the face of the earth." God created human beings. He created them godlike, reflecting God's nature. He created them male and female. God blessed them. Prosper, reproduce, fill the earth, take charge. I love that version, the Message version of when God created mankind and His intention for us to, what He set us up to do when we're on this earth. So there's this scope of God's intention for us, every single one of us, to do big, amazing, exciting things on this earth while we're here. And I like to think of it that God is the creator. You might have heard me say this before because I love it so much. God is the creator with a capital C, right? He is the deity. We're not. But we're made in His image. We are creators with a small c. He intended for us to go take dominion of the earth, right? To influence the earth, to help the earth, to care for the earth and each other. And the work that He has uniquely designed for you and me is a journey. It's a path. It's not easy, but it's exciting and fulfilling as we step by step go through that process. So one of the reasons fear stops us is we're afraid we're going to make mistakes, we're not going to do it right, bad things will happen. So I like to think of it in terms of the fact that I'm driving a car. It's like when I had my learner's permit. So I'm learning to drive and I'm nervous because it's all new and I'm trying to remember everything and get it right, do it right. And there's my dad sitting in the passenger seat, just like how I think God is with us. And He's saying, "Hey, honey, you're driving. You're creating, small c. You are doing this thing. You're driving the car. You get to decide how fast you go. You get to decide which roads you take, where you're going to turn. You get to decide if you turn your blinker on or not. You're driving this car. I'm here. I'm proud of you. I'm watching you. I'm guiding you, directing you, helping you. But you're driving. You're doing it." And I think that's how God is with us. He's so proud when we're able to just step into that new process. Again, allowing ourselves to make mistakes. That's part of learning to drive. You know, we don't have to do any of it perfectly, but He's there with us, helping us along the way and guiding us no matter what comes up. And so if fear is getting in your way, like if you know that God has something for you to do and it feels too big, and like there's no way that you could ever be qualified or you could ever do that thing for whatever reason, it very well could be, probably, that God's inviting you to trust Him, inviting you on this journey, inviting you to let go of the fear and know that He is with you in that passenger seat, teaching you how to drive the car, teaching you how to do this journey that He's called you on. He's with you every step of the way. And it takes pressure off. Mistakes are okay. Perfection is out the window. Doesn't exist. We were never called to be perfect. Only He's perfect, right? So I think hopefully that will help you to just ease into these big decisions and embrace them and take action and go forward and live that abundant life that He has for you. So if you're listening to this anywhere but nancychristiansen.com, head on over there, and I'd love it if you could leave a comment. It is just always so exciting to hear how other people are processing things. And when you share your journey with us, when you share your story, you share your faith. And it really does build each other up when you share your part. Hope you're able this week to be easy on yourself, take some action, and have a great week.